Yeah,
Why are we having this conversation? I don't want to have this conversation.
Because I need a cold open.
I don't want to have this conversation. Think of humanity, not your fucking podcast opening. Let's fucking do it. I'm ready to talk about
All
things.
Right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wrestling Hour. The Wrestling Hour with the
Wrestling Hour.
Not the Crestling Hour with the Brewd. I am, as always, Bud Robinson. To my left is Town Drunk. How you doing, Town?
Usually I'm on the right, and I don't know what to do.
Well, you are on the left today, though.
But usually I'm on the right.
I'm
messed the whole thing up.
I'm giving Leon the main event of this intro.
Okay,
because he was upset that he didn't get to do his part.
Mid-Card City, here I am. Mid-Card City, let's go.
And then to my right, or to my bottom, shouldn't say that on a podcast. It's Leon. How you doing, Leon? Say hi, Leon.
Hi, Leon.
It almost fucked it up again.
What is this, WrestleMania 32? Because that was a shitty main event.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess that makes me the booker.
I don't want to do anything right now but listen to Billy Ass in the Ass Boys.
Yeah, we were going to do an episode about theme songs, but we've just found the best one, so good night, everybody. But that is what we're talking about tonight. We decided we were going to talk about wrestling theme songs and how cool they are. I'm sure it will be very academic. How do we want to do this? We were going to do like a round robin sort of thing.
Somebody throws out a theme, we talk about it, then we move on to the next person.
Okay.
I have a list of 23. My list is back up to 23.
You guys have a list?
Fucking right, we do.
I need to write shit down.
Wait a minute. We said last week when we ended the show, when we hung up, we said everybody write a list out of these themes to talk about. Did we not?
We did?
Yeah, you were bad at school because you did not do your homework. Teacher Town says, boo, Leon.
Also, I was already half asleep by that point.
That's fair. I understand.
And now you're just a dick. I mean, yeah, I understand. That's good. Sorry. So I guess we just go back and forth with Bud and I, and we'll throw Leon.
I mean, I have 18, you have 23. I guess we're filling in
I'll be
for Leon.
I'll be able to post about. I promise.
Okay. All right, Town. How about you go first, Town?
So I just have my list kind of in a weird order, but I'll start with the first one I have down. Big Boss Man, Hard Times.
Of course.
Fucking love it. It reminds me of my childhood. It's like a wonderful theme. I have a lot of late 80s, early 90s themes on here.
I have one.
I don't.
You don't have a list because you don't follow rules. You're a dickhole. But I love it.
Because I do what I want.
This is going to be a contentious one tonight.
Oh, I love it. It's good. Bud's drinking water for the record.
Yeah.
That's why he went.
I should from now on.
I think all we hear is for an hour and 45 minutes. Somebody who watches will be like, what the fuck? Why does that guy drink so much?
Podcast.
They're just going to be sitting there. He has to pee. At this point, he has to pee.
Leon pees beforehand. I pee afterwards for like an hour and a half.
I pee right in the middle on the floor.
I don't have to clean it up. I'm fine with that.
Oh, hey, bud, I need you to come clean my floor.
Shit. Why did I say anything?
Okay, bud, throw a theme out. Let's hear it.
Sure, why not? The one and only, I guess the only 80s theme that I have, Roddy Piper, Green Hills of Tyrol.
Just classic.
Yeah.
Just classic.
Well, my wife and I, we picked up in New York these, they called Highland games, and they always have... like giant bagpipe things, and they like the intro to all their songs for some reason sounds like the intro to Roddy Piper's song. And so I'm always like, this is awesome. Fuck, it's not this one.
Does it make you want to like get a coconut and bust it over somebody's head?
A little bit, yeah. But they're bereft of coconuts at Highland Games.
Yeah, no, Piper's theme is classic. I love riding. That I was this close to putting that on my list.
I
want to see which ones we have that are similar because I bet you we have a few.
Yeah,
but like that one.
Sorry, go ahead.
That one was one that I was definitely thinking about because I was thinking about iconic themes when I was a kid, and it's like you have the obvious ones, but then it's like Roddy Piper, man. When I don't remember his initial heel run, I remember him after like '88. So when he was face Piper and he came back and he like would come out and he was like a big deal, like when he fought Bret Hart at Mania and all that shit. Like that's when I remember Piper.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely I thought about putting him on there.
Yeah.
Leon, any thoughts on the Piper of Roddy?
I mean, that's one of those that just perfectly fit the character.
I agree.
Yeah, like I'm remembering it in my head, and I can already see him like coming out with the arms out, and he's shaking his head, and he's gonna kick somebody's ass. And the kilt. Oh, the kilt. I love the kilt.
I love everything about Piper.
I got an '80s one.
Sure. If you say Hogan, you're banned. You can't put Hogan this early in the match in the list.
No.
Here we go. Let's hear it.
I believe it's called Unstable.
Oh, the Warrior.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Warriors theme. That fucking thing was iconic too. Though.
Yeah.
That was the most perfect theme ever because it was just like.
I think the fucking song was a bigger reason for him being over than him.
I don't know. I think he looked like he snorted a bunch of cocaine and ran to the ring, beat the shit out of a dude, and then left. That was just, and that music was like the perfect compliment to that. That is a good theme. That one I didn't think about because I didn't think about it. I don't have an answer for that.
It's hard to think about Warrior because his legacy is a little off kilter. Yeah.
Well, we can separate the music.
Of course, yes.
If we're gonna keep going 80s, I have one of my favorite theme songs from the 1980s that is actually second on my list. Is from a tag team that was very, very good. Demolition. Here Comes the Axe.
Oh yeah.
The Demolition, Walking Disaster. I hope we get copyrighted for that one. It's pretty close to how it was. Yeah. Pretty good singer. I just remember watching them, and that song would come on, and these guys would walk out. And as a kid, I was just like, they're gonna fucking kill somebody. Someone is gonna die.
They're gonna kick somebody's ass.
I don't have a lot of memories of the Road Warriors in the late 80s because I didn't watch. They were in AWA and then they were in NWA, and I didn't start really watching WCW until about 91. So I have like no recollection of the Road Warriors until they became the Legion of Doom in the WWF, and they were super lame. I thought Demolition was better. Like the initial Demolition was better. When they added Crush, it kind of went blah. But those first two guys, when they came out, they just beat the shit out of it. They were so good. I loved that song, too. That song just was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
All right, Tom, I think you're up.
Jim motherfucking Johnston.
I just went, but I'll go again. Are we staying in the 80s? Should we just stay in the 80s?
Leon just went.
No, I did. I just said Demolition.
Oh, that was... Yeah, okay. So then I guess
I can go again. I can go again because I have a bunch of 80s themes.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so we'll just go through Town's 80s themes. Strutting and Cutting for Brutus Beefcake. I love that theme. Every time I hear it, it makes me want to fucking dance. I love that theme. And I just see Beefcake doing that stupid strut walk where he was like cutting the big scissors at the same time with that goofy ass look on his face. It's absolutely burned into my memory. And I fucking love it. Like, I love it. Like, it's like, that's awesome. That is my childhood. I love it. Bruce Beefcake was terrible, but I freaking love it.
Yeah. That's
all I see when I hear that. So I'll go turn it on and see what happens. It's exactly what you'll see. So this is like late 80s, early 90s. I don't have a ton. I have a few, though. I'm going to go next on my timeline here. Walkabout for the Bushwhackers.
Oh, yes.
did a song. Lord. That song fit them to a T. You heard that song and it was just fun. I just remember being a kid and that would come on and you'd be like, "Oh, this is freaking awesome." Going back, it's like, "Oh, they suck," but it was awesome.
But they could do this thing, and everybody remembers this
exactly
thing.
It. No one can see it.
Yeah, you can't hear the song and not do the walk.
They know. Anybody who knows the Bushwhackers knows that when I'm saying this thing, they're like, "Oh yeah," because it's the thing that's the only thing I remember about the Bushwhackers. That and the song. I didn't even really remember the song that well. I remember that thing.
They licked people's heads too.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So I'm going to move to my next 80s theme, which is actually, you may not know this theme, but it is one of my favorite fucking themes because Vince McMahon brought these two in, and he thought this was going to get them over as baby faces, and it turned them into the biggest heels ever. The Fabulous Rougeau's All-American Boys. Leon knows it.
Vaguely remember that.
Vaguely, they have this song where they sing about being American boys, but they're not from America, and it's like not country. It's fucking amazing. The song's amazing, and it's like I'm listening to it. I'm like, well, fuck these guys. They're assholes.
Why did he think that would make them babyface?
He's been Vince his whole life. So.
That's that is pretty amazing though. That's like
so. I'm not going to go 90s. I'm going to stick with 80s. I think I have one more 80s song. That I think if I didn't say it, somebody else would say it. I'm cool. I'm cocky. I'm bad. I'm the honky tonk man.
Yeah, I was thinking that one.
That theme. Leon gets it. That theme. Again, Honky was such a. I know now he's kind of a dick. And everybody doesn't like him, but I listen to him, and I'm like, I understand him, and I think Honky Tonk Man was just one of those guys that was like, "Fuck you, this is how I'm doing it.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna do it, and you're not gonna like it, but fuck you." So I don't know.
But fuck
another
you.
guy they brought in as a face,
and
it didn't work.
But it didn't work, so he turned him. They turned him heel,
and he was amazing. He was seriously amazing. I loved Honky Tonk Man. Leon, do you have any 80s themes we didn't touch upon?
Not really.
Okay, wait, no, hold on. I have an 80s theme on my list that we haven't touched upon, but Bud said we can't touch upon them, but we have to touch upon them. No,
I just said early in the list.
Because it's the best. It's the best theme song from the 80s. It's the theme song everyone fucking knows from the 80s. It's Real American.
Wyndham and Rotunda.
No. Well, yeah, but no. Real American for Hulk Hogan.
Wyndham and Rotunda.
Initially, but not really, Leon. That doesn't count. No one knows who those guys are. That theme hits, and you know exactly what's going to happen. All that makes me think is big boots and leg drops.
Yes.
Leg drop.
I mean,
because it hurts inside after it came crashing down.
That's the main reason I said we had to wait, because everybody knows that song. That's like an iconic. Like when people think 80s wrestling, that's it. You know?
Hogan, yeah.
Maybe Macho Man, but mostly Hogan.
That was another one I had on my list was Macho Man, Pomp and Circumstance.
Oh,
but I took it off.
Yeah.
But that was another one, like, when I hear Macho Man sing, I think WrestleMania 4, when he won the belt in the main event, like, that's my Macho Man memory. I loved Macho Man, and then I didn't, but that's what I think of for him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got for. Do you have any Leon? Any 80s themes that you want to bring up?
No, we went through most of them that I would have already thought of.
I think my favorite one is the All-American Boys. However, I still have Billy Ass to the Ass Boys.
Billy Ass and the Ass
running through my head. That's all I can think.
I mean, that was. I think that was a hallmark of 80s theme songs, is that they were really corny. They were really cheesy, and sometimes they were really goofy. Like, do you remember, was it the Raw theme song? I don't think so.
No, Raw wasn't around in the 80s.
It was, they did, like, an album, and then, like, all of the wrestlers did, like, a song.
Pile Driver.
Yeah.
Pile Driver,
at the end. And I don't remember most of it, but it was goofy as fuck. Like,
Stand back. Vince McMahon saying stand back. Yeah.
Oh my God. Memories.
80s themes were fun. That really reminds me of my childhood. It was just fun, and everything was so marketed towards kids.
Yeah,
and they tried to go back to that in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and it somehow didn't. Maybe because I'm old and bitter now, but I don't know. It didn't land the same way. I don't think the themes are as good. Those 80 themes were on fucking point.
Yeah.
I can remember like so many of them, like the Red Roosters theme, which was terrible. It was just a chicken going cock-a-doodle-doo. But like I remember it. I knew his character. Or Rick Rude, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That theme was awesome in WWF. Should we slide to the 90s, the early 90s?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you have any early 90s ones?
I don't think so.
Pre-Attitude Era.
Yeah.
I have a couple.
I definitely do not.
Okay, let me
my list doesn't pick up until like Attitude Era, really.
So one I have on here. Technically, that's one too. The first one that I have is the Mountie.
Oh, the Mountie.
That theme song.
The Mountie.
He's handsome. He's strong. He's brave.
It sounds like it's something out of Monty Python, but they were doing it sincerely. They were like, "This is the Mountie."
He was great though. I loved the Mountie. I thought he was I hated him because I was like 6, but at the same time, it was like looking back, he was a really good wrestler, and he was a really good character, and his character made perfect sense. And that shock stick, he used to piss me off with that thing. You fucker! How can you use it? That's cheating. That was a mark. Leon still is a mark.
Who was
Leon,
it?
do you have any Mountie memories?
No. Nobody does.
I do. He had to spend a night in jail after he lost to the Big Boss Man. So the other early 90s theme that I have, well, actually I have 2 more. But these are ones that kind of, they both kind of started in the early 90s and ended like, they're still going today. But let's get them out of the way because I'm imagining that we're all going to want to talk about them. The first one would be Sexy Boy.
Of course.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
Loved that song. Was a huge Shawn Michaels fan back then.
Yeah.
And that song is iconic. That song is like, you could not change his theme. There's no way. Even when he was in DX and they changed his theme.
It's like, who the fuck is this?
That one was just, even when he was like 50.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like a piece of putty. Yeah, he's still a boy toy. The other one that I think no one will argue with is Dark Side for The Undertaker.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. I don't know if there's ever been a theme that created as much emotion as that. Because I remember being a little kid and hearing that music, and it was so fucking ominous, and it would scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like, it was... Heel Undertaker, the initial heel Undertaker was a creepy, creepy dude.
And I think arguably maybe his best theme, that one.
The first one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Ministry one, but it's not the same, you know?
He's had so many good themes.
He has.
They're all good, but they're all based off that first one.
Well, except for one.
First one was,
at least one.
Which one? The American Badass?
Yeah.
The Limp Bizkit version or the Kid Rock version?
Or
the bad WWE version?
I was pretty partial to his Big Evil theme, You're Gonna Pay.
I didn't mind that.
I love that one. I still love that one.
Was that when JR was calling him Booger Red?
It's got that kind of angry little bluesy rock guitar riff to it, and
was that when JR was calling him Booger Red?
Probably, yeah.
Do you remember that?
When it was Big Evil.
They tried to call him Booger Red for about 4 weeks, and somebody was like, "Why are we calling him Booger Red? That's a bad name." Booger Red means nosebleed.
That's very strange.
Yeah, well, it is. But I think you could do a whole episode on the Undertaker's themes because they've all been so good. Like his themes, I don't think he has a bad one.
No,
I
really didn't like the Kid Rock one, but it was good for him.
American Badass. No,
yeah.
I actually have on my list. I have the Corporate Ministry, where it was mixed with the Vince McMahon No Chance in Hell theme.
Oh yeah,
I loved that. I thought that was
awesome.
I thought that was a great theme. That was when they were so red hot, and it looked like they were going to do this thing, and then they swerved us, and Vince went with the Undertaker, and it was like even better.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the higher power thing sucked, but
it did. Yeah, I was disappointed.
I think everybody was. It was too.
That's because Christopher Daniel wasn't 6'5".
How dare
wouldn't have worked. I don't know how that would have worked. Nobody knew who the fuck he was. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah, but they've done that before.
It's this guy.
Mordecai.
I was like, hey.
Mick Foley.
Hey, Mordecai was a person.
Yes, but when he came out, nobody knew who he was. They did that. They did that a bunch of times, trying to like replace the Undertaker and get a new character that was,
Be nice to Mordecai. He's a person with feelings.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that nobody knew who he was. Maybe two.
Then he turned into a vampire with a giant boob. Yeah, he was in ECW, the original ECW.
Oh, right.
He was Kevin Thorne the vampire.
I thought you were talking about WWE.
No, he was with Napella or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
I don't know what her name was. That was not her name, but she wasn't good.
I don't remember.
Mid-90s?
How are we not talking about Bret Hart?
Fair. I didn't put him on there. While we're at it for early 90s, the original Sting theme, that was just a little weird guitar riff.
Yeah.
That one was good. That reminds me of Bret Hart's. I was more privy to Bret Hart's second theme in like the mid-90s.
Okay.
That was a little more developed, like the Hart Foundation theme.
Mm-hmm.
Preferred that one.
I guess I didn't know that was mid-90s. I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
He probably.
Yeah.
Because the early one was, like, again, a guitar riff. Him and Sting's were so similar.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, no, the Hart Foundation, that was a good theme.
The one you're speaking of is the one that Natty's theme now is based on, right?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah, with that at the beginning.
Yep. Can you do that again, Leon?
No.
At the beginning?
Everyone gets one.
Wait, Spider-Man? Okay. Budrick, do you have any mid-90s? Actually, Leon, is there any early 90s we missed that you can think of?
I don't know exactly if you classified it early or mid, but Razor Ramon's theme.
Yeah. That'd be early. That was a good... And I was thinking Mr. Perfect, too.
Yeah.
Like, I love Mr. Perfect's theme. I loved Razor's. Razor's is pretty iconic. And if you're going to go Razor, then you got to go Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
But that actually, we could segue that right into my next theme, which is a mid-90s theme. Rock House, the NWO theme.
Oh
yeah. I thought you were saying like The Rock.
No, Rock House. The theme is Rock House.
Yeah, NWO had an awesome theme for sure.
It was perfect. It was different,
mm-hmm.
and it was like it's fucking iconic.
Yeah,
you hear that and you know what it is. Oh, that's the NWO. The early version that was good, not the version that had everyone in it.
They had like towards the end there, I was like, oh, that song's cool, but I have no idea who's coming out.
Right now, it's Jeff Jarrett and
it could be any.
The freaking Harris twins.
Of the company.
JR.
It's Buff Bagwell's uncle, 3 times removed. He's in the NWO.
Why not?
Nah, the NWO really fell apart.
It did.
Mid-90s, bud, what do you got?
I mean, I enjoyed the Wolfpack. I really loved Hogan's theme.
Good.
For NWO.
The Jimi Hendrix one?
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that was good. The NWO themes are pretty good. The Hendrix one I was going to put on here, but I didn't. It fit him, and it was good, but it was also not like it was a real song, so I don't know.
Well, then you might not like some of mine.
That's okay.
I have quite a few of those.
I have a couple, too, so I don't know.
Are we looping The Rock into this one?
I have The Rock on mine, but I don't have the same thing you probably do. Which one do you...
I think it was his first, not his first one, but like his first Attitude Era one, Know Your Role.
You know what I have on here? His Hollywood theme.
Electrifying?
Yeah.
I almost had that one in there.
That long intro.
Oh yeah,
where
I forgot about that
quietly smell what the Rock. That one, I fucking heel Rock when he came back was absolutely glorious.
He was. It was. Yeah.
That might have been one of the best heel runs I've ever seen.
For sure, I would agree.
Go ahead, Leon.
It was such a good one. They basically did a redux version of it for Bailey after her heel turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved that Rock. Like I like most of the Rock. I was a big Rock fan. I like the Rock. I think we all like the Rock because it was like really hard not to like the Rock.
Yeah.
No, it was
even when he's a heel.
Heel face, it didn't matter. I loved heel Rock though when he joined the Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was stupid because I didn't care about him, and then a week later he cut the promo. I'm like, holy fuck, that guy's really good. Then I cared.
Yeah.
So he won me over. Mid '90s. You think mid '90s late? We're in mid late, or are we just in mid? No, we're in mid late. Cause we're talking about the Rock.
Sure.
My favorite theme. For a long period of time would have to be the D-Generation X theme.
Yes.
I used to play that really loud in my car and drive around.
That was on my list, but I knew somebody else would pick it up.
Yeah. That theme was fucking. That came out when we were like 14.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the biggest fuck you, like, oh, suck it, you assholes, to everybody.
Well, that was like. That's the first licensed song that I remember being in WWF. I'm sure it wasn't. Of course it wasn't because of Hulk Hogan's song, but hearing a song that wasn't Jimmy Johnston because that made it so much different, right? And it was awesome.
Song,
yeah, it's amazing.
Such a good fucking song. It bangs, and it's just like it's the most perfect. It perfectly captured what those guys were at that point. Yeah. Because I'll be honest with you, of the original DX, I see a lot of them in what's popular today.
Yeah. Because
that not maybe after Michaels got hurt at the Royal Rumble, maybe not, but that initial run where they were just complete jackasses.
Yeah.
And they were just fucking with everybody.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Young Bucks to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of this modern stuff I see in there.
For sure.
And that makes sense because these guys are our age, and that's what we saw. But that theme was fucking amazing.
It was.
That was one. Like if I had to go my top 5 themes of all time, that's on there. It has to be.
Well, if we're gonna go with that one, I got a tangent off to the Triple H / China theme of my time.
Motherfucker, too. I love that theme also. Yes, Leon. Yes, I agree. Begin tangent, Leon. Go.
I didn't really have a tangent for it. It was just, it was. I get the theme was tangential to the one you had just mentioned. Sorry.
Yeah, it was great. That theme was.
I didn't mean I was going to go rant on it. I apologize.
That's what a tangent means, is ranting. But thanks, Leon. No, that is the theme I have on here too, because that theme after DX broke up and it went to that, I was a Triple H fan.
Yeah,
you guys all know that.
Yeah,
I love Triple H. Looking back, I see some things that I did. I see some things that I wish didn't happen. But to me, namely Katie Vick and the Booker T thing.
Oh God!
And like 500 other things. Yeah, Katie Vick was bad. But that theme to me like encompassed. It made him a star, and it also was like, you know who Austin is, you know who The Rock is, you know who Taker is, and you know who Foley is, but here's this guy that's up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
Here's this guy that's basically saying, F you, I'm kicking this door down, I'm coming. That theme to me was just perfect. I loved it. I loved that theme. Pretty sure it was my theme song for a little bit with Sam. We had a weird faction where we used that song. We got an MP3 of it, as I recall.
All right.
Yeah.
You could be right. I don't remember.
I remember that.
Okay.
He's kind of in the same vein as Undertaker as far as themes go.
Yeah, I agree. He's got a lot of good themes. I don't think he's had a bad one. Even like the Run DMC DX theme. Have you guys listened to that lately?
That one's great.
Yeah.
I bang that fucker out once in a while. I'm like, this is a good fucking tune.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. Like DX had good themes. They were good.
Mm-hmm.
My time, fucking God damn it, brain fart.
The Game by Motorhead.
Yeah, there we go. The Game.
The drowning pool theme he had. His drowning pool theme I loved.
King of Kings. The Evolution theme. I mean,
Evolution is a mystery. I love Lemmy. While we're in that time frame, one of the most iconic moments right before the Attitude Era really exploded. Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels Taker.
Mm-hmm.
The lights go out and this music comes on. And out comes Burned.
Yeah.
That theme, that first theme he had was whole. That presentation of Kane, that music, everything he did, dude, he was. I don't know if they've ever done a better job making somebody that quick. That was just instantaneous. The way they put it together,
the presentation, everything.
Yeah. And then he lost to Taker at Mania, and then it was just kind of he floundered a little bit. He beat Austin for the belt, and then he just kind of went back to yeah.
I'm also very partial to his later theme, Slow Chemical.
Slow Chemical was a good song. Yeah. I like that one too. His initial one to me though was like that was just I could watch that a million times, and that was another one where like the fans, you know, nobody made a fucking sound because it was just like, what is going on in front of me? They were so shocked, which is when you really have them. Just like when the Undertaker debuted, it was just so perfect. Hollywood theme, so we're in Attitude Era. The one theme in Attitude Era that you have to talk about is "I Won't Do What You Tell Me" for Steve Austin.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine. Whatever.
Don't be a dick, bud.
No, absolutely. That's like
when you hear the glass.
There's nobody else that could use that, right? Like the whole glass breaking thing. Because as soon as you hear it, you're like, oh, Austin's coming out. That's fine.
I honestly think if we had to go and make a greatest list of theme songs ever in all of professional wrestling, what's better?
Yeah.
Like, it is the best theme there ever was. It was just, you heard that, he came out, it like fit what he was doing, it fit how he walked, it fit everything about him, all his characteristics. And that glass breaking was just like fucking insta-pop. Boom!
Yeah.
The whole place goes fucking nuts. I mean, that was... I don't think there's a better theme. I honestly don't think there's a better theme.
I will say that I preferred his Disturbed theme over the original. But I think the original is more iconic.
Yeah, his Disturbed theme wasn't bad. I didn't like that as much. That original theme to me was just perfect. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too little. It just was. This guy doesn't have a lot of. There's not a lot of necessarily pizzazz here. There's not a lot of. It's just this is who he is. He's gonna come out here and he's gonna beat your ass. That's all he's gonna do. And it was. That really was like the perfect character at the perfect time with the perfect theme. Like his whole presentation, everything he did. And he got no support from anybody while he made that.
Yeah.
That was just Steve Austin being Steve Austin, which is why it's so frustrating to watch a company that has such amazing people in it not let them do anything. You know? So that's the frustrating part. But I do think the most... Like, to me, that's more iconic than Hogan's.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I mean, I think Hogan's theme is I think it's memorable for people who came up on wrestling in the 80s, but if they came up, like if they saw both, I think they would prefer, like once they heard Stone Cold Steve Austin, they'd be like, yes, Austin.
Steve Austin was a bigger star than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. I
really do, and I think what helped Steve Austin is the fact that his run wasn't 15 years. His run wasn't 20 years as Steve Austin, as Stone Cold. He got hurt, and there was like 98 to 2002. That was it. We had 4 years with him, and it felt like way more than 4 years, but it was only 4 years. And that kind of made it to this thing where we didn't get that Steve Austin that was old and like unable to do anything and just boring.
Right.
He only got good Steve Austin, and then he was good. Then he was done.
Yeah.
And in those 4 years, he made more money than anybody else ever did.
That's true.
Yeah. We're still on the 90s here. I'm running out of stuff here. You got anything? Bud does. Bud, what do you
have? So my two from that era are ECW.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker. Natural Born Killers for New Jack, and Enter Sandman for Sandman. Because I just think those two theme songs, they did for those characters what Austin's theme, they as soon as you heard them, you were like, oh yeah, this is, some shit's gonna go down because these guys. And Sandman, I think it was more about the entrance. His was all about the entrance, but when Natural Born Killers came on,
somebody's gonna die.
Somebody's gonna get fucked up right now, and this is amazing, and the whole place would pop. And the best thing about that was that oftentimes they would just play the song through the entire match, and so New Jack would be stomping through the crowd and throwing people around and so people are standing there with their beers fuck yeah, New Jack's right here, he's gonna use my chair. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
ECW, you gotta mention fucking Taz with Kisses God of Thunder.
Oh God, yes.
God. Yeah, how can you skip that one?
Sorry.
That's my favorite ECW theme. Yeah, that is my favorite. That was so perfect. Watching him come out and just fucking murder people.
Oh,
that was great. I loved Taz. I love Taz.
Especially ECW Taz. I mean, he was.
Oh no, WWE Taz doesn't count. That's Taz.
Taz. He was good in WWE, but of course it's WWE, so they petered him down. It doesn't make any sense. They toned him down, and he was cool. Not for the same reason.
I'm going to quote you as saying they petered him down.
That's fine.
There was some good ECW. ECW had good themes, but I do think the Taz one was. Well, Shane Douglas had a good theme too, but I don't remember what it was off the top of my head.
Deep Purple.
Yeah, what was it? Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, that's right.
I should know that our dear leader used that as his theme because he wanted it to be Shane Douglas. That was a good theme. Enter Sandman was good because that fit his character so well. But he was not the best worker in the world.
No. He was. Sandman was a character, right?
Yeah, he was totally.
He was. Character. He's definitely a product of Paul Heyman's. Have the guy do what he does best. And that's what that's what Sandman did best was he hit people with canes and he drank beer and he got people riled up. I see the same thing with Nick Gage now. That Nick Gage between the ropes is not, you're not going to compare him to Bryan Danielson, but
I like Nick Gage's theme For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Oh God, yeah,
that fits like a T. I heard that, I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
Perfect. Do you have any other late 90s?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, because I'm at a point where most of my stuff was done. I have a couple more. There's a couple more that I thought of that aren't on here anymore. What do you have? Do you have any in the 2000s? I thought music in the 2000s sucked. Other than Basic Thugonomics for John Cena.
That one was pretty good. Yeah.
I loved that theme. I don't like the one he has now, but the first one was so perfect.
Yeah.
Got another one. Waterproof Blonde, Just Close Your Eyes.
I was going to put that on my list, too. That was a good theme for Christian. The problem I have with that theme is that it wasn't there very long. Because he left for TNA.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do anything with it.
And also the version, the one that he did for a minute right before that was basically sounded like a rip of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
So, Christian!
And Last Year on Your Own. Yeah, I remember that. That's good. I like Christian, but Eddie Guerrero's Lie, Cheat, and Steal. I like that.
Oh
God.
That still comes out yeah.
I don't have this written down. I don't have a lot of these written down because in the mid after 2004, I was like, bleh. But the theme that I liked, because I thought it was so fucking perfect, was JBL's theme.
Yeah, I guess.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it was like the perfect theme for that character. I thought that's the perfect theme.
For sure.
Perfect theme.
If we're in that area, you're also remiss if you don't mention Next Big Thing.
Yeah, that was what I thought of too. That one's iconic too. That's a pretty good theme.
It really is.
That's the one that hits and you just stand up because like someone's about to die. Brock is going to kill somebody because that's all Brock does. Brock murder.
Surprising how many of those songs draw that out. You know.
Yeah. Where are we at, bud? What do you got?
So,
Carlito. How about Carlito's theme?
Carlito's was good.
I don't remember.
I was not familiar with these two at the time they had these themes, but looking back at them now, they're pretty awesome. CM Punk's Miseria Cantare.
Yeah, good theme.
And Bryan Danielson, Final Countdown.
Oh my God, Bryan Danielson! I wish to God he would have had Final Countdown.
I was hoping too. So much.
That would have been the crowd.
I was hoping that's what he would have come out to in AEW.
They would have lost their shit for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's such a weird era because WWE moved away from. They almost went backwards with their themes. You know, and then they their themes weren't as good, I didn't think, in that era.
Yeah.
I thought they were
just
shitty.
had one on the tip of my tongue. God damn it.
When they started working with CFO, like those NXT themes they were popping out, like Shinsuke Nakamura's initial theme.
I have a whole fucking list of these.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh my God,
yeah,
Bobby Roode,
Rising Sun when they got Lee England Jr. to do it. Fucking phenomenal for Styles.
They hit such a home run with those, and then they got rid of them. And now their themes are like poop.
Catch Your Breath with Finn Balor.
Oh, Finn Balor's theme!
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the freaking man. That whole thing was so amazing, so amazing.
I remember when I first learned about NXT, and people were like, "Oh, Finn Balor's awesome." I was like, "Whatever." And I looked up something on YouTube that he had done. I was like, "Yeah, who's this guy?" And then I saw the first time I ever saw his entrance in NXT. I was like, "Yeah, I get it." The theme song and the lights and the whole get up, like it's just fucking amazing.
But you know what? He's not a star, pal.
Well, no, because Vince isn't going to make him one.
Oh, he's not 6'6".
Another one from CFO be Aleister Black's Root of All Evil.
Good theme.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
Theme. Hindsight 2020, Vince probably shouldn't have fired that guy, huh?
Yeah. Also, Ciampa's No One Will Survive.
Oh God, yeah, that one's amazing.
I miss NXT when it was good. That's all this is telling me. I watched it. I watched NXT. I don't watch. God, they had such good matches back then, and then they all AEW took over what NXT was doing.
Yeah,
and they did it better.
Yeah,
because they didn't have anything to hold them back. But those theme songs, Glorious by Bobby Roode, I fucking love that one. That one is like, I want that to play after I come out of the bathroom with poop. Just holding my arms up, walking out, glorious.
One of my favorite things about that time when I think Bobby Roode had just debuted was DIY doing all of those little bits where they would sneak up on him and play the song.
The Glorious Bomb.
Yeah. They did one last one before Gargano left.
I also liked Sami Zayn's theme in NXT. That was good. Kevin Owens' theme initially wasn't bad.
Yeah, I loved it. I like his is on my list.
I don't know what the hell happened because all these guys for a period of time they had CFO and it was really good and they had all these great themes, and now it's they don't have any good themes.
It's like they're trying to move away from so many of the CFO ones because they don't want to pay the royalties on it anymore or whatever.
I was just going to say that.
I don't have a single modern WWE theme on here.
I got two more that are the same, that are of the same era from the
Go,
same
Leon.
guy.
We're hearing.
Huh?
Go ahead. We're waiting on you. The floor is yours.
Both themes for Bray Wyatt, both Live in Fear and Let Me In, are fucking awesome stuff.
Let me tell you what on my list is Live in Fear. That song, when they first brought them in, when they first did that theme, when they first had that package and that song hit, the imagery, the package, that was fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
the Firefly.
I'm sitting there like, this dude's Cash Money. There's no way they're gonna fuck him up. They fucked him up once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6 times.
And then he came back with Let Me In with The Fiend,
which was good, and then they fucked that up instantly.
I fucking love that theme.
I love that imagery. I love that whole thing. I understand why people don't want Bray Wyatt in AEW. Like, I get it. Like, he's not like a workhorse like that. But to me, I want Bray Wyatt in AEW. Because I want that fucker to go. I want him to do what he can do. And I want him to create, because they, like, that would be a whole different piece for them. And the things he could do would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and like the taking over the Dark Order because Brody had it. Like I could kind of see that, but at the same time, I don't think you could take Johnny Hungy anymore and make him a heel.
Yeah.
I think those guys are too entrenched as goofy baby faces. I want him to come in and just be whatever the fuck he's going to be, and let's do it. Because like that excites me. Like of all the debuts, and I love Keith Lee, and that Keith Lee debut was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like that was, here's a guy Vince McMahon had no idea what to do with that came in, and Keith Lee did what Keith Lee does, and it was like, fucking sign me up. But like I want the same thing for Bray. I want Bray to come back to AEW and do his thing and just go, because I think it would be astronomically awesome. I think it would be incredible. I think it would be absolutely incredible. And I love Live in Fear. I like Live in Fear more than the other one. Leon might disagree with me, but I like Live in Fear.
I like them both very, very, very much.
Well, one was for Bray Wyatt, the other one was for Alexa Bliss.
Nah, Let Me In was for the Fiend.
It was for Alexa. She's the Fiend.
But now she's the Fiend, yeah.
I've got a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
That
you ready to
some social media posts and everything. Basically, my theory is that his return theme, instead of before he went out and worked with Code Orange and got them to do that version of Live in Fear, which became Let Me In. Apparently, WWE was going to use what was it? Killswitch Engage, the lead song off their last album called Unleashed. Apparently, that was going to be used for some wrestler, but then it got plans changed. Plans changed, pal. And yeah, plans fucking changed. And just from little bits and interviews from both the band and from Bray, I did a little, put the puzzle pieces together, connect some dots. I'm pretty sure that was what they were going to do, but then they didn't.
Are you qualified to make that decision?
I think so.
Okay, let's just ask it. That's fair.
Okay.
I'll believe it.
I am a person, and I have an internet connection. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna post that on Reddit later.
Leon says,
"Do it." I thoroughly believe that was supposed to be for him.
That could very well be true. While we're on like early 2010s themes that were fucking amazing, we absolutely cannot miss Cult of Personality.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is, I was just telling Bud, I watched today when I was going through these themes, I watched CM Punk's return to AEW, and I watched that crowd, and I'm like, okay, what's the biggest pop I remember in WWE? Triple H coming back after he tore his quad in Madison Square Garden. I watched that. I watched the two of them. The pops weren't even close. The CM Punk one was the loudest pop I've ever heard. Like that song is just, and that song is so entrenched with him. He took it to UFC, he took it here, he took it there. I think I think it fits him to a T. Yeah. I do want him to turn heel though.
Yeah. I'd be down for that.
What else you got, bud? I got the rest of mine are AEW themes that are going to piss Leon off.
One from, I assume, CFO. I don't know for sure. Asuka, The Future.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That song is amazing. I love it.
Good theme.
And it's so, like, the thing that I love the most about it is it feels like it's off kilter a little bit, which her entrance is like that, right? Like, she's coming out, the way she's moving around and she's got the mask on. Like, the first time I heard that, I was like, that's awesome. Like, it was perfect sync between those two.
They've really done a good job booking her, too.
Yeah, I mean, until they didn't. until she went to the main roster.
God, that's so sad.
Until WrestleMania.
Do you have any more about
she gets shit on
from that era?
I don't know if I stumbled upon Io Shirai's theme, Tokyo Shock. I never actually saw it used, but it's a cool theme. I think Minoru Suzuki's theme was about this time. Probably sooner. Probably earlier. But
I don't know that I've ever...
Kaze ni Nare.
I don't know that I've ever heard that. Again, I'm trying to think of themes, and all I can think of is Billy Ass to the Ass. I've broken my... I'm going to listen to that on repeat all night.
He came out to Kaze ni Nare in AEW.
Okay.
And he got cut off. The thing I love the most about that is his, like, he has it timed so that every time he comes out, he goes through the ropes. Right when they go, like, I think it's the first time they sing Kaze ni Nare. It's just like, I don't know, that's a case of, like, it's almost like the opposite, because when Suzuki's coming to the ring, he's gonna kill somebody. But, like, his theme song doesn't sound like that.
Yeah. I like Suzuki. Should we move to modern?
Sure. Let's do it.
Are you ready for modern day, Leon?
Sure.
Okay. I will start this party.
Please do.
With a song that Leon's gonna love. Super Kick Party for the Young Bucks.
Super Kick Party!
It's the cheesiest fucking song, but every time I hear it, I'm like, I fucking love this song.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great thing.
Good Christian boys. I love the Young Bucks though. The more that I see them, I love them. That's one.
I'll see your super kick party, and I will raise you. I Fell by Wicca Phrase Springs Eternal.
Who's that for?
Darby Allin.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Darby's theme is fucking awesome. How about the theme that was used one time for Halloween for the Elite? I Ain't Afraid of No Budge. I listen to that. That song is on my YouTube playlist, and when it comes on, I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. I like this. I totally like this.
You said that. I need to look something up. So go ahead. I need a moment.
I mean, if we're speaking of AEW themes, we can't have this list without mentioning Judas.
Oh, yeah, Judas is great. Judas is great.
Like, people go to the show to scream along with Judas.
When is that going to lose its steam? Or is that going to lose its steam?
Judas?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Never.
I don't know.
It's never
sort of... I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks that, like, at some point, people will grow tired of Chris Jericho, and then they're going to be like, I don't care about this anymore.
He reinvents himself.
That's
true.
And
I feel like we're due for a reinvention.
Yeah. I think they're teasing it already.
I do, too. I think he might turn heel, but I don't really want him to at the same time. He's too old to be heel. I allowed to cheer for him because I like him. back to I Ain't Afraid of No Budge. I love that fucking song. It's by far like the greatest thing ever. Leon, what's your opinion of that song when you first heard it?
I Ain't Afraid of No Budge?
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off.
It was so fucking perfect. It was
like they came out to a fucking Ghostbusters rip. It was great.
I loved it.
And apparently their music guy like put that together that day.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
that's
they were gonna, I can't remember what it was. They were going to be coming out with I want to say like Stranger Things costumes or something like that.
Squid Games.
What was it?
Squid Games.
Oh, Squid Games. Yeah, and they already had with that they had some other music lined up or whatever, and they're like, oh, we can't do it or whatever, and like their fucking music guy put it together that day. Like, we need something for this, and that's fucking impressive.
That run there where they had that theme and what they did that night is the night where I looked at those guys and I said, if the three of us in Rainville were in wrestling right now, that's the fucking shit we would do.
Yeah.
They are just like us.
Mm-hmm.
We would totally do that, and we would totally think it was hilarious, and we wouldn't give a shit. Like, that's us. That's just what we would have done.
It's true. Yeah.
That's why I love the Young Bucks. That's why I love Omega. That's why I love Adam Cole. I mean, they're great. And on Adam Cole, his current theme, fucking amazing.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah, that's a great entry. Because that, yeah.
Britt Baker has a good theme.
Yeah.
The one that I absolutely love is John Moxley's.
This was
John Moxley's entrance with that song is just he is Wild Thing. That is such a perfect theme.
So that was.
You know why he did that, right?
What?
You know why she started coming out to the original Wild Thing, right? Because that's what Onita came out to over in FMW. It was a tribute to him. And the one of the wrestling groups I'm in that I've been in fucking forever, one of their guys does some freelance graphics work for AEW, and I was just kind of randomly bitching like, why is he coming out to that version instead of fucking the one from Major League? It just makes sense, him being an Ohio guy and everything. And then I had that explained to me, and then like the next fucking episode, he came out to the version he's coming out to now. I'm like, I'm gonna take credit for this.
Yeah, probably not, but okay. Go ahead, bud.
So I watched recently. I watched a YouTube clip of him coming out to the original one, the original Wild Things,
the Trogs,
the Trogs. Yeah. And when he gets to the ring, he's about to fight, or he's in the middle of fighting the guy, and the flute solo hits, and he turns to the camera and he goes, "What the fuck?" It says that the only time he ever came out to that version.
I love John Moxley. I fucking love John Moxley.
For a minute.
What happened to Leon?
He came out to it more than once.
Well, according to the thing that I saw, he only came out to it once. I didn't do any more research than that.
The flute solo got him.
Yeah.
The flute solo definitely got him.
Maybe he came out to it a few times before then, but he never got to the flute solo before that point. I don't know.
Kenny Omega has a good theme too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that fits him. I love the sweeper. I love that. That was fun. Cleaner, sweeper, whatever. He had brooms.
Cleaner,
sweeper.
I totally didn't get that until I didn't get the broom thing until I think I had to have somebody explain it to me on YouTube. I was like, oh, okay. Because he was the cleaner. He was like the fixer.
But Bud Caveman. Yeah.
I liked his NJPW theme as well. I have it on my list. What the hell is it called? Devil's Sky? Because it sounds like something from a Final Fantasy game, which is where a lot of his stuff comes from. I like a lot of his...
I like that.
Yeah.
What about the Danhausen theme I shared with you earlier? All
right, strike everything else from the record. That song is amazing. Oh my god.
It's a revamp of Tequila. Instead of Tequila, it's Danhausen.
But I didn't hear the Danhausen part until, because you and I were talking, and so I didn't hear it until the very end as we were like about to come on here. So I was laughing as I was starting to record because of that.
I was laughing too because I was listening to Billy Ass and the Ass Boys.
Which is also hilarious.
Leon, you need to watch Billy Ass and the Ass Boys.
Okay.
I guess if we're talking AEW themes,
let's.
We have to talk the best AEW theme. That's absolutely untouchable. Where is my mind for Orange Cassidy?
Yes.
Fucking, there's not a better theme in that company.
I love that song. I love that song, and I'm so happy that he comes out to it. Because I liked Orange Cassidy. I loved him as soon as I found out that was his theme.
It's just so casual.
Yeah.
That music hits, and it just sounds like a fucking stoner strumming a guitar. This fucking dialogue sound like, hey, beer or whatever. I love that theme. That is, honestly, and I know I'm a little biased because Orange Cassidy is my bro there, but I think that's my favorite theme right now.
But I never would have thought anybody could come out to that theme song as a theme song in wrestling. And I was wrong. Yeah. Orange does it perfectly.
Apparently that was a TK idea.
It was. TK's pretty smart. He's got a good feel for like the people. But I just want to see Orange Cassidy and Danhausen against the Ass Boys.
Yeah.
Coming out to Billy Ass and the Ass Boys.
So they should run this thing. I don't know if they're still going to do it, but the Gun Club versus whoever the tag champs are right now. They should run that for a little bit longer, and then they should turn to Danhausen and.
Okay, wait. Hold on. While we're on themes, I know Orange Cassidy's hard to top, but fucking Jungle Boy's theme,
looks
like the most fun thing ever. When he won that Battle Royal, when he threw Christian over the top rope and won that, if you watch the live shot of that with the crowd, when they play his music and then they shut his music off, you would have had no freaking idea because the crowd just kept going with that song. Tarzan Boy, it's so good.
I think I'm waiting. That's one
of those that is a perfect match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that theme song every time it hits is just like when he wins the championship because he's winning the fucking championship.
Yeah,
that is going to be
eventually. Yeah,
that is going to be the most epic thing ever because Tony Khan has taken this guy and he knows what he has. Jungle Boy's a star. Jungle Boy's the guy. Jungle Boy is going to be the face of that company.
One of the pillars.
He's going to be the face. Like he's going to be the guy in like probably 2-3 years. He's going to be the guy. Mm-hmm. And there's just like this slow climb. Like, oh, you won the tag belt. Cool. You're with. I love Luchasaurus too, but like Luchasaurus is limited, you know. And it's like he's going to win that TV or the TNT belt, and it's going to be this slow climb, and he's going to get that top belt, and it's going to be fucking amazing. They've done such a good job building him. And that song just adds to it because that song is like the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got to keep the song.
Oh, they're not going to get rid of that.
No.
It's so good. It's the second best theme in AEW. Behind Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
Third best if Danhausen uses that one theme we heard.
Which he could. He could.
I would pop. I would pop on my couch sitting here. I'd be screaming. It'd be fucking amazing. Is there any themes right now that we've missed, Bud, Leon?
Well, the two that we have not talked about, and I'm not terribly surprised that I have, are Pac, Out of Time.
Good theme.
The first time I heard that, I was like, I don't know that it necessarily fits him. I think they could do better. Especially with his like darker character now, but like when I hear that song, it like just gets me amped.
You know what my favorite Pac match is?
Him and Orange Cassidy. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't answer that immediately.
It's like Orange Cassidy episode 2.0.
Just parts of it.
I just want to go back and fantasy book Orange Cassidy and Danhausen against all of Leon's favorite wrestlers now. Like Orange Cassidy and Danhausen against the Legion of Doom.
Next week.
And the Legion of Doom. Like 1988 Legion of Doom and they lose. Yeah, keep going, bud.
The other one is Hook's theme. Chairman's Intent.
Oh! I did not even think of that theme. I heard that theme for the first time because I watch Rampage. I'm usually doing something else. I'm not going to lie. Like, I love Rampage, but I'm usually focused on something else at the same time. The other night, I was actually paying attention, and this theme hits. I'm like, who the fuck? This song's cool. Who is this?
Yeah.
And how comes Hook? I don't think there's a better... That's another guy. They're building him right. He's going to be a fucking star.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hook's going to be the man in that company. And I'm okay with that. I like Hook. I know Leon is still mad because he beat up a guy that was bigger than him. 2022, Leon.
It's not all about size. Did he hang up?
I have no comment.
Fuck you guys.
I also think that's a similar thing as Orange Cassidy, where like I would not have expected that as a theme song, especially with the intro. But like it fits him perfectly, and you just go like you hear that first part, and I'm like, yeah, he's coming out. He's gonna fuck somebody up.
I love that when the Orange Cassidy's music hits, and it's like this. The pop for that is always fucking amazing to me because it's like. I don't like. It's hard to understand if you're not a wrestling fan. If you haven't watched him and he comes out, you're like, what the fuck is this?
Why does anybody care about this guy? Yeah,
this
for sure.
And then you watch him and it's like, wow, this fucker's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's just the whole package. That's something I think that AEW initially struggled with was the whole package piece. Mm-hmm. But as they've progressed forward, like Orange Cassidy initially didn't have much of a package. It was. I have jeans on and I'm going to put my hands in my pockets. I'm just part of the best friends that just hang out with these guys. I'm going to dress up like a turkey on Halloween. And then they got him his own video. And then they got him his own theme. And then they got him a better theme. And now there's like a whole package for him.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I think that benefited Hook.
Yeah.
A lot. I think that benefited Hook.
Yeah, I think they spent the time hyping up Hook as he was. They did a good job with that. As he was. I saw that same that you mentioning that made me think of Jade Cargill because I think the first time I saw Jade Cargill I was like, but now like they're building everything on top of it. Like she has the theme song and she's got the streak and she's got Smart Mark is on the mic more often talking to Schiavone and stuff and like.
Smart Mark's in the outside of the ring calling spots.
Yeah. Or.
Jade's green. Jade's very green.
Oh,
she's very like she's gonna be good. Like she already is good. Like, she can do it, but she doesn't have a psychological understanding of it. And you could just see like the match she had this week on Dynamite kind of fell apart, and she just looked like she was frustrated.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Because she had to go. Most of her matches don't go very long, less than 3 minutes according to the stats, and like.
Yeah,
she's having to go longer matches ever since Thunder Rosa.
I thought that match on Dynamite this week was not very good. It was tough. It was tough to watch.
Yeah.
It was sandwiched between. That probably was one of the better Dynamites I've seen in a long time. So much stuff happened, and then there was this little moment of meh. But then Hangman came out. Hangman's theme. I like that one too.
Yeah.
That one fits him.
His original one I was not crazy about, but this one that he has now is awesome.
The way they're booking him is interesting, but I think in the long run, I think he's going to turn out to be a really strong champion.
Yeah,
because the problem with him is he won the championship when fucking Bryan Danielson and CM Punk showed up, and then this happened and this happened. Like there's all these things going on, so it's really hard just to focus on him. But I think they're doing a good job keeping him. And he's going to beat Adam Cole.
They're making him a tough guy.
And they're making him a legitimate champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. It's good.
I mean, if they stop bringing Dan Lambert to the ring,
love Dan Lambert.
That'll make me happy. Oh God.
Is there any themes that we missed before Jake goes on a Dan Lambert rant?
I think I'm out.
You got any themes, Leon, that we missed?
I don't think so.
You sound very tired, Leon. Do you need to take a nap?
No, I'm good.
Leon, you gotta go poopy?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
Sure. Hey. Best theme in the history of man. Pulling teeth for the Brewd.
Yeah, I mean that goes without saying. That was an amazing theme for us.
You're welcome.
I think
you're welcome.
I think I gave you shit, and because it was another, like, we had so many Metallica songs, and I was like, another Metallica song, really? But it was perfect for the Brewd. It was perfect.
The best theme ever. It's like, I hear that still to this day, and I think two things. I think Cliff Burton was incredible, and then I think Brewd.
Yeah.
We had bad themes. Some of our themes were bad.
Like in WWA or
yeah, WWA themes were not good.
I think
we had a lot of them that were like, this theme's stupid. And then we got good at getting themes.
Most of Shockwaves were stupid. I really liked. I like my 3 best themes. I think Praise is my weakest because I really loved Hero by Foo Fighters for Primetime, and I really loved Rock You Like a Hurricane, also for Primetime.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Praise made me like Seven Dust. That's how I like Seven Dust. I can't stand Seven Dust except for that song.
Yeah,
just imagine Shockwave.
I already liked Seven Dust, but I discovered that song because of it.
Themes are hard because if I had a list of the themes that I had in that company for us, that's some stinkers too.
When you think like, you don't really think about it when you're trying to pick out a theme song, or at least I didn't. I wasn't thinking about, how is this going to read when I'm coming out to it. I'm just thinking, this is a cool song, so I'm going to come out to it. Won't that be cool?
My best ones were obviously Sanitarium.
Yes.
I think that was Hardcore's best theme.
Mm-hmm.
Master of Puppets was really good there, one of that weird heel run I had. And then Rock Superstar. Do you remember when I had that?
No.
I had Rock Superstar for like 2 months straight, and then I got tired of it. And then I had, oh my god, Hellraiser, that weird techno song.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was amazing, awesome. Too. That was a great one, but Puppets was by far the best one. That was good. The Brewd theme, though, was good. That never changed. We never changed that.
No.
We just ran with it. It was like, that's the Brewd theme. That's...
Because we started with the Brewd, the WWE's Brewd theme, right?
Yeah.
And then we got that, and I was like, yeah, let's keep that.
And it was so perfect. It worked.
Yeah, for sure.
It worked. Orgasmo always had good themes. He had Wait and Bleed, which was
incredible.
That was like that fit like a condom on a penis. That was perfect. And then the White Slavery one that he had when he was the Dead Man Orgasmo, like those were perfect.
Yeah,
those were perfect. I don't remember Jeb's theme. Was it Daryl Waltrip?
Yep.
That was actually a pretty good theme.
How about Mr. Torture?
Mr. Tortured? Oh my gosh. That was bad.
Halloween.
I thought we had a long-standing decision we weren't going to mention.
We can only mention him in that degree. We can't go any further into that conversation.
I'm going to bleep out the name in that part.
Don't do that. That'll be funny. I'm like, what are they talking about? You're welcome. I want those all beeped. I'm going to listen to it.
It's gonna.
We had some great themes. The Town Drunk theme I had was a remix of some Metallica song. The Herman Melville remix of something it was called. And it was really freaking weird. It was like, what was it? Tear me open. It was something off a Loader. I think it was something off a Loader Reload. I had a remix of that. I'd have to find it. I still have it. But that was a weird theme for the Town Drunk. And then
Jackson,
the best
Mississippi. Right?
Jackson, Mississippi.
I knew it.
I don't know why.
That was an incredible theme song for Town Drunk. I love that song so much. I hate Kid Rock.
I just remember listening to that song, and for the first time ever, the first time through, I'm like, this is the Town Drunk theme song. It has to be. And it made no sense. We probably even commented on what's up with Jackson, Mississippi? I don't know. I think I went there once.
I liked, for Bud Robinson, I liked Nice Guys Finish Last by Green Day, but I think my favorite one was DMX. What was it? One More Road to Cross. That's what it was. I had it for that tournament, but it was my favorite theme song of Bud Robinson's for sure.
It made no sense. It made no sense.
I think for one of the matches, I even came out. I was like, "Why am I coming out to this?" And you were like, "Because now you're over, Bud." I was like, "Oh, okay."
I think the story behind that was that Town picked your theme.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's just like, oh.
I'm also partial to my very short-lived heel theme becoming from Pantera.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah.
You had good themes, like Orgasmo had good themes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I could sit here and name off like 46 shitty themes I had as hardcore. I used Escape by Metallica once. So that song's balls. You know, and like Sanitarium was mine.
I like Escape actually.
It's not the best song, but it's not like it's not a good theme. It's really not.
I'll give you that.
I think I used Fiend by Coal Chamber for like a couple weeks.
Mm.
Sanitarium was just like, this is hardcore. It just fit him to a T.
Yeah, it did.
And that's what I thought about Praise With You. And then Scott Gordon was Whiskey in the Jar.
Yeah.
Except for the period of time where he was so what and would try to get to the ring before they talked about the guy doing the thing to the old man. Yeah. No!
Oh, God.
Then, what the hell was Nemo's theme? DGM, when we were DGM, we came out to Rammstein. Devo, My Heart Burns from Rammstein. The German version of that. That was a good theme for him. That was a good theme. God, I can't stop thinking about Billy Ass and the Ass Boys.
Right till the end. Right to the end.
I'm broken. I'm fucking broken. Okay, time, bud. We're gonna end this. It's 8:29. Right.
Young Bucks have ruined the Young Bucks did not ruin the wrestling industry. Orange Cassidy did because he brought in Danhausen, and Danhausen did that.
Hey, God bless Orange Cassidy.
You know what? If the wrestling industry is ruined because of Orange Cassidy, I'm okay with that. God bless it.
He's very good and very evil.
God bless Orange Cassidy. God bless Orange Cassidy.
All right, I'm just going to cut it there. They don't need to know our names.